I just reviewed the finals night, and I would like to share with you my observations and some insights on the results and the presentation in general. Number one, it was a nice production number. Everything looks very organized, and it's a little bit, a notch higher than the other new pageants like Miss Globe. The stage is amazing. The swimsuit competition is, in pageant choreography, the unbelievable and the normal things are combined together and they still look good in the eyes. So wearing this raincoat and swimsuit together, you wouldn't mind the outrageous concept. You would just look at it as a wonderful treat. And I liked it. The stage looks big. The presentation looks epic because of that huge image that the stage projects, and the camera execution, the angling and everything. The sound is full. The host is good compared to his previous performances because he is a Filipino, and I have watched his past hosting gigs, and those were not as impressive as what he did during this pageant. It was a little bit controlled. Before, he was a little bit exaggerated. It was just like shrieking here and there. Number two, the candidates have transformed into, beautiful socialites. They all looked gorgeous and expensive. There were a lot of candidates coming from lesser known countries, like Tartastan, and they looked wonderful on stage during the finals, as if their journey to the pageant is also well funded, which I doubt. There are a lot of countries there who participated with just 50% or less support from their countries or from the local organizers of the Miss Grand International. And with that, they were still able to come up with a nice presentation. They were able to present themselves decently and gorgeously. The show was able to present the culture of Myanmar not only in visuals but also in costume, which unfortunately was lacking in the Philippines hosting of Miss Universe. I hope the next time we host Miss Universe again, you would be able to, showcase the Filipino spirit more on stage during the finals night, not just during the preliminary round and documented through videos. And they're just being flashed on a giant screen. Seeing them live on stage is still different. Philippines didn't make it, but what makes it less stressful is that all of them didn't make it. I'm referring to three powerhouse in pageants. USA didn't make it, Colombia didn't make it, and Philippines didn't make it. So that was a bit of a sigh of relief, like anyway. You see, Miss Philippines' loss didn't hurt me that much. Number one, I really didn't like her during the Binibining Pilipinas pageant, as I have told you. Number two, I have been yelling out for so many times, the hair, it looks heavy. And the stylists, what were they thinking? Did they see it as the other way around? That it is fashionably chic or something? I don't think so. Hours before the pageant, I had this live stream. Take a look at this. Miss Philippines stumbled got a little error during the preliminary. And I think that's a sort of a minus factor because that is the main event. So if there will be at least, for example, 12 girls who are of equal footing, or they gave wonderful performances during the preliminary round, then why would they choose Philippines? Well, in fact, she got an error. You know what I mean? If there will be 12 candidates who did an equally good performances, well balanced, everything has same points, 9 points, 9 points, 9.9 points, and they have to get only 10, so they have to eliminate Philippines, right? So it would affect in any way. In case of emergency, I just hope that their handlers or that her handlers would change that kufu
You know, well, I don't like that very thick, curly, hanging hair. Please stop. She looks stout, she looks bigger, and she looks plump. I'm sure you agree. It doesn't in any way mean that I don't like Miss Philippines. Of course, my support is given to her.
So I think that is partially to be blamed for her loss. Another thing is that she's really into a very stiff competition. Lots of good-looking candidates this year compared to last year. So in general, she really looked like a teenager in the middle of this model type girls. When you after the pageant and you try to review what happened, you would realize that thing. The image that you project is really like that after reviewing all these clips. So I must understand her loss. Other viewers thought it might be, some of the judges. And I wouldn't contradict or agree with their opinions. It's their own. Another thing is that my choices. Again, I would like to reiterate this. That video that I made was not a prediction. It's all about my preferences, my personal choices, based on what kind of was this. I really didn't have a solid choice to win the crown, unlike in other pageants. I only came up with Puerto Rico because of this scenario. I have explained it in my video, in my live video. This is it.
So I would just ask myself, if I were a woman and I would choose among these girls who I wish to be, like, I can be her. And I thought of Puerto Rico. I wish to be like her, period. And because it is a personal choice, I hope she wins, of course.
Okay, so I just wanted to be like her. So I'm just fascinated with her beauty, really. And then I reviewed her videos a day before. And I said to myself, oh my gosh, she was beautiful. She's got this different aura. It's a queenly aura. Even with that hair down, she still looks very elegant, like a queen. And, that's why I put her on my top list. And, well, I got my second placer, India.
I think India is so strong this year. It's just that, a lot of Indians have negative impression of me when I said that, I hope that she gives some varying emotions. That's very constructive because I love her. If there are two girls that I hope to win, if Philippines cannot make it, I would wish India and Thailand to win because they are, Thailand is very close to my heart and Indian people has always been with the Filipinos, since time immemorial. They are already part of our daily life. So let me make it clear. I have nothing against Miss India. That's because she ranked second in my list. India in this competition is strong. Not just based on word of mouth, but she's really strong, She's got this beauty. She's got the height. She's got the confidence. It's just a constructive criticism yesterday when I said that I hope that I see her in a different mood, like a sort of out like here. She always smiles like this. And then how about when she, about to turn, then just close it even for a second, like that, just a little change, and then smile again. It's not that I want you to change your personality, I love India, whatever happens. Let's clear things out. I love India, I love Thailand, I love Philippines. If Philippines doesn't make it, I would be very, very happy if Thailand and India win it.
If Puerto Rico chose a country, she could have been there, being crowned. Yeah, that's what I think now. You should, in a question like that, you should not give your own. Well, I might be wrong, but for me, I have to grasp for one country as fast as I can to give my best answer or my better answer. You have to be that clever in order to come up with one country that you think is the number one country that needs you, that needs an attention, global recognition or global attention. A country that needs someone like you who could extend help and be their voice so that the whole world would hear their sentiments, the problems. That is a wiser answer. Choose another country. So I really thought India would go all the way. When they were already holding their hands, I was still thinking of India. When you look at India's aura, it shows winner. It is an image of the winner. While Paraguay really looks, the underdog, the inferior one. It's like in a teleserie or in a drama series. The sophisticated one and the simple one, But when she answered Donald Trump, it was a tough answer. It was a tough statement. And you wouldn't think that she would come up with that kind of answer, Trump. And that America is an example to the world. That's why you would like to talk to the president, and this is what you're gonna tell him. So I think it's a nice answer, and I'm happy with the results. Especially my top favorite made it to the top 5, Puerto Rico, and my second choice won that second spot. I got 14 out of 20. 6 mistakes might not be that bad. Especially I have given Kazakhstan a special mention. And the fact that I didn't put, majority, I've been reading my comment sections and 80% had put Venezuela and Mexico in their top 5. So it was a little bit unwise to choose Puerto Rico over more popular Mexico and Venezuela, for my top 5 or for your top 5 choice. But I really thought that Puerto Rico was a very beautiful woman. It's just so sad that she didn't get the title, but I'm still happy because she's there in my 5. This is your friend ROBATO'S, arigatou gozaimasu, and watch out for my Miss Universe October hot